Hello, everyone, and welcome. I know I've been away from YouTube for quite a while, but I am planning on getting back. Just a few things. I got a new computer. I got a new PC, so the yeah, I will be able to record other games, such as Risk of Rain 2, which is what I'm going to be playing today, but not only that, but increased FPS. Like you might have noticed, there weren't many frame there was some frame loss in the old videos. But now that I sort of have the setup required to make YouTube videos, I'm going to be making a lot more of them. So anyway, I'll shut up now. I'll yeah, yeah, start the video. Hello everybody. So I guess today we're going to be playing some Risk of Rain 2. Now, I haven't been able to record this before because my old PC was not good enough to, well, play it and record it, or actually really run it for that matter. But, um, yeah, since I've got a new PC, I'll be able to, record more games and better quality videos and all of that. So, yeah, enough of that. I guess today we're just going to be doing a normal run, and I'll be doing it with the Survivors of the Void expansion. So I'll be playing in monsoon mode. So this will be sort of like a guide on sort of what to do on a monsoon mode run in order to maybe get the master skin, and I'm not using any artifacts. So yeah, the first thing you want to do when you load in is, I guess, just sort of look around, and you want to see if you can see any particles for the teleporter, so you can get an easy idea on where it is. And as you can see over there, that I have already found the teleporter. So now I know where it is. Now, one of the things that sets monsoon mode apart from the other difficulties is, for one thing, the difficulty gets a lot harder a lot faster. So primarily, a lot of people think that you have to be a lot quicker on monsoon mode, and that's not really the case for single player mode. In multiplayer mode, you kind of have to make sure. I'll explain it later, but yeah, forget about that for now. Essentially, what we need to do is make sure that we're powering up along with the difficulty, because it doesn't matter how fast or how many stages we're going through. We have to make sure that we're powering up along with the difficulty slider and that we're not dying. Now, all the characters play differently, but one of the main things with Commando is dodging. So, one trick, I guess, is to just dodge enemy attacks. You won't need to heal or worry about defense if you're not getting hit by anything. I mean, of course, you will have to worry about defense and stuff. You can't dodge everything, but you can avoid pretty much quite a bit of damage just by dodging. And once again, I'm using the stock setup just to give you an idea, because I'm guessing that not many of you have much experience with Risk of Rain 2. So, yes, I'm just gonna go around getting certain items, whatever I can really find, then we'll move on. Now, it doesn't actually matter how much time you spend here as long as you're powering up with the difficulty. Now, it took me a long time to realize this. I was looking around for guides, and, back when I was looking for guides, I didn't really find anything that seemed to work, and even with the artifact of command, I couldn't beat monsoon mode or really get very far. But now I kind of learned my own strategy, and of course, you don't have to play like this. I just found this is what works for me, and I normally do single player runs. So, you can imagine that with all these items making me stronger constantly, it becomes more understandable why it's a lot more difficult to do this strategy in multiplayer, because you have to ensure everyone's powering up along with the difficulty too, not just you. Everyone has to be leveling up. So multiplayer does play out a bit differently than, I guess, solo, but the basic premise of solo mode, well, that I base my gameplay off of, is powering up rather than speed. And it's worked for me. So you can go on ahead and play it however you want. But yeah, it's just what I find works. And it's also partially luck. Like, if you get a terrible like spawn and you can't find anything, like there's no good items, then some rounds are just like that. There are some games where that's just what happens. There's nothing you can really do about that. Just try to do your very best every time. Alright, so these armor plates, the repulsion plates, are extremely useful, especially as commando since you're one of the more fragile characters, but they're useful for all characters. But yeah, the, it'll significantly increase your defense. And it's just staying alive and getting enough money to continue and become even stronger. That's my whole play style, which I'll be showcasing. And I should probably go find the teleporter now, but I'm not in any hurry. And I think I'm gonna go for obliteration today, since, well, I don't really feel like going in and fighting Mithrix, which is the final boss if you didn't know. And I know I'm changing topics a lot here, but I will make a video in the future about multiplayer. Now, that can be quite a bit different, as you can imagine, and I will also make videos about the different game modes, because there is multiple ways, well, modes that you can play this game on. Like, there's like Prismatic Trials, which is about like speed running essentially in like global competition. Then there's also the Simulacrum, which is only for, it's part of the DLC, so you're gonna have to get that if you want to play the Simulacrum, but I'll be making a video of it regardless. And I will also be making a video on Eclipse mode. Now, it's basically Monsoon mode, but harder. Alright, so I guess we'll take down this boss, and you can see what I mean by, as long as you're powering up, it doesn't really matter how much time you're taking, as long as you just run. Yeah, progressing. if you're progressing and not dying or becoming weaker, if things aren't becoming exponentially harder. And I mean, there will be more damage and stuff, but they'll have to worry. It's less about what it's less about the difficulty slider and more of being aware of your surroundings and making sure you're powering up. And if you just take care of those things, everything will just the rest will be taken care of automatically. And you have to ensure that you're being aware of your surroundings. Like, look all around your screen. Look at what allies you have. Look at your money. Look at your items. Look at the teleporter charge, should it be there. Look at the difficulty, the time, and look at your health, your active effects, your moves. Basically everything that's on your screen. Being aware of where enemies are, that way you can dodge better. And I found that's one of the biggest mistakes I made, or things that I had to get used to when I was a new player. I would just look at my character going like, my mind would focus on this point in my screen. And I wouldn't be aware of where enemies were, or wouldn't be like thinking about it. Then I would always get hit by so many projectiles and all that. Alright. Sorry if I ever go quiet. When I'm concentrating, if I ever shut up in a video about, like, Risk of Rain 2 or Risk of Rain, it's because I'm focusing. So I do apologize in advance if I do, well, just stop talking and providing commentary. Because I'm just trying to manage this, because as you can probably see, this game requires focus. And that's kind of an understatement, but I will do my best to provide interesting commentary for you guys while I'm also focusing on this. Alright, now I just eradicated the void on this stage, or at least over here. Now, I will be making a separate video for non-DLC players, because, like, having at least some choice of what items you get, like, through the void, it's not an option for everyone. And yeah, I'll show you other ways around that. Though if you don't have the DLC, you'll basically be relying on printers. Right, yeah, and make sure to manage the air enemies. If you let the wisps, like, grow into, like, out-of-control swarms, they will kill you. Trust me, I know from experience. And it takes time to develop skill. Like, I've been playing this game for, like, what, 2 years now? That's how long it's taken me. So, I guess the goal of this series is just to help you guys, well, not have to wait in that, not to have to spend so much time and improving on your own, where I can help you become better players quicker. And I guess just have some fun at the same time. So that's the main goal of this series, though the other one is just to, I don't know, do stuff. And okay, so when the Stone Titan boss fires his laser, you want to get behind something. And these guys can be annoying, as all bosses can be in this game. You just have to ensure that you know what boss you're fighting and how to deal with it. Like if it's a magma worm, try to avoid getting hit by it. If it's a stone golem, shoot at him when he's not firing his big laser, and don't get hit by his fists. Alright. I also used a lunar item to make the teleporter charge faster, but, I mean, it's not really important. Here. Alright, now I'm gonna go look around for some items. In case any of you guys are wondering, like, about anything I'm talking about, yeah, just leave a comment, and I do read the comments. I read all comments. And I will look to see, like, what you guys are suggesting or asking, and if there's something you want me to cover, I can go in depth in a video. But I don't really know what you guys want to know, so I'm kind of giving you a basic toolbox, if you will. Now, any items. Now of course you have to make sure you're not wasting too much time, because time is precious. And you're probably thinking, what? You're a complete hypocrite. You just said the time was irrelevant. And I did say that, but I did say as long as you're powering up, the time doesn't matter. But if you're not, so I didn't find any items over there, that was effectively a few minutes down the drain. Because I wasn't killing anything, I wasn't getting any new items, I wasn't improving. So that's just one of the main things, is be aware of the time, keep track of what you're doing with your time, and you should be pretty okay. You should be fine. Alright. Oh dear. Oh no. Okay. Well, this took a turn for the worse. Um, oh dear. I don't think this will be the end of me, but if it is, uh, this might be a little shorter than I expected. Oh, these creatures are so annoying. You know, if you don't have the DLC, just be happy you don't have to deal with these things. Like, the DLC is amazing, and I do quite like it, but these creatures are extremely irritating to deal with. They're right up in your face. They're basically the worst, like the more dangerous beetle. Oh, jeez. Yeah, and especially when they're elites. Yeah, they're called blind vermin. Now, yeah, I guess that's the end of this video. And yeah, once again, thank you so much for watching. I do really appreciate any views, comments, and subscribers I can get. Uh, so if you enjoyed that, consider liking, subscribing, or yeah, just leaving a comment, letting me know what you think.